Hello and welcome to Johnny English. So I'm at work, as you can probably see. I'm just before my lessons, but what I thought I would do today is I would tell you about the lesson I'm going to conduct today, because I think it's a really good method of practicing how to construct sentences, particularly in English, and to gauge your ability to understand more the essence, the fullness of the language, rather than trying to concentrate on individual words. So the game that I'm going to play today in class is what I call reverse translation. Now, the principle of the game is that you have two teams, or if there's just two people, you have two individuals, but they play against each other, or if there's three individuals, each person plays individually, but you rotate the person who is in charge. Now, the person in charge of each team has the task of reading a sentence in English. Now, this sentence in English is one that I will have written on the board. I'll write a sentence on the board. It can be quite easy or it can be quite complicated depending on the level of the learner. And although it's written in English, the job of the person in charge is to translate that sentence into Polish. So they read the sentence and then they say what the sentence means in Polish, and the other member of their team, or the other members of their team, have to write down what that sentence is. But this time they have to translate the Polish back into English. So you start off with an English sentence. Whoever's in charge, or maybe it's two or three people with one team member at the front, and between them they have to try and explain what the sentence says, but they have to say it in Polish. Now, sometimes they can say it, the whole sentence, and hope the person, which is higher levels, hope the person can understand the whole sentence and write it correctly in the right order of words, etc., etc. But very often you find that they will translate each word at a time, and they come up with some very ingenious ways to explain what the sentence is saying. They'll even deviate from the real words. They'll just make up stuff in order to put across the meaning, which is also excellent. So what I would recommend is that you try this at home. You obviously need a partner. It could be some friends, it could be just one person, and you can play against each other, or you can just have fun with it. So you have a simple sentence or a more complicated sentence in English. You read it to your partners in Polish, so it tests your ability to translate the English to Polish, and then they listen to your Polish and translate it back into English. And then at the end of this exercise, you compare the sentence that you started with the sentence that you finish up with. Very often it's quite humorous, but very often it's correct. So it tests your ability to translate Polish to English and English back to Polish and get the right form of sentence. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Maybe you'd like to try it at home. I'd recommend it. Thanks for watching, and please tune in next time.